everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be diamond painting with me and a get to know me tag. So I have some questions over there. I'm going to be working on this section right here. I'm going to insert a picture somewhere in this corner or in this corner of what this should look like in the end. I did not get an inventory sheet for this. This is my first diamond painting and I just purchased it off of Amazon. So I've got my coffee. If I have to pause, I'm sorry. I'm right by my back door and my dogs always think that means we get to go in and out, in and out, in and out. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna pick my first color. My organization right now is just a gallon bag with all of like the diamonds in them, and then just like some, let's see, sandwich baggies, if you can see. So I'm just gonna, oops, totally forgot that was sticky. Just gonna go in here and I'm probably gonna work on the bees. So let me get you guys right on to those bees. Okay, so let's get to the first question and introducing myself. My name is Catherine, and the first question I found on this tag was, are you named after anybody? I'm not. First name was completely chosen just because it sounded nice, according to my parents. My middle name, I'm named after my great-grandmother's middle name. She was actually Bessie Ellen. So I got Ellen from sort of like a little bit of my great-grandma's middle name. Sorry guys, I should probably answer the next question real fast. I'm Catherine and I have 6 pets. I have 4 cats and 2 dogs. So if you hear animal noises, I'm going to be doing 741, which is the bees. So if you hear animal noises, that is, trust me, beyond my capability of stopping. My cats have minds of their own, and my dogs just love attention. So yeah, my animals are a puppy who's about 60 pounds named Gus. I have a small dog who's 2 years old named Bishop. And then I have 4 cats. The oldest is Theo. Then there's a Johnny. And then I have 2 biological sisters who are Bella, short for Bellatrix, and Pepper. So yeah, I got a ton of animals and they often make noise and try and enter any video I do. So there's going to be cameos from all. Also, speaking of animals, all my other hobbies don't require like sticky mats, and I have just been noticing recently that I am getting animal hair. Sorry, coffee moment. I am getting animal hair all over this painting. I keep it covered, but it's just like animal hair is in the air. So, any advice from anybody who has a ton of animals would be greatly appreciated, because I keep this covered. It has a plastic covering. I not only keep it covered, but I actually put, you might have seen on my unboxing, 2 heavy books on top of it. Just to kind of let the diamonds that I've already placed settle. And because my cats love anything that makes like a annoying plastic noise. But yeah, if you guys have any tips, that'd be awesome. Because like I said, my other hobbies don't require just like a canvas full of glue. And I'm very OCD about that, and so I will sit here and just try and remove every piece of animal hair, which really happens to take a lot of time. All right, next question. And I have these questions because I'm not great at just starting random conversations to a camera. Meet me in person and you cannot get me to shut up. But yeah, when I'm just in my house talking to a camera, I need conversational prompts. All right. Do I have any kids? Do not have any kids. Me and my fiance want children. We are sort of in the process of trying for children. But as of yet, no. I have a lot of close friends who have kiddos who I just, I adore. They're my babies. But yeah, I don't have any children. I think I wouldn't have as many hobbies and as many crafts. And I wouldn't be, I know because I was a live-in nanny for a while and a preschool teacher, so I can definitely say I would not have as much liberty to craft and to work on my hobbies. So I think I'm kind of fortunate that I found diamond painting before I had children, because I can barely keep my cats from tipping this over. I have no doubt a toddler would just throw these diamonds everywhere, especially with the way my craft room / kitchen table is set up as of now. This gives me a lot more time to prepare my craft room for the bombardment of kids. All right. Also, I'm sorry, I have a little bit of cold, so if you hear me sniffling, I can't help it. All right. Sarcasm. Do I use it? All the time. My biggest problem is that people don't understand I'm being sarcastic, and they think what I say is true, and then I'll come back later to the conversation and I'm like, no, I was being sarcastic. What are you talking about? I don't actually think about that or believe that or mean that. And you think with how many miscommunications I've had from sarcasm, I'd stop using it, but I can't. It's in my blood. I'm more sarcasm than I am, I don't know, not sarcasm. So yeah. All right, next question. Eye color. My eye color is hazel. My mom's eyes are brown, my dad's eyes are blue. I look more like my dad than I do my mother, but on a whole, I look nothing like either of them. I look like my grandma on my dad's side, and she had like curly brown red hair. I have curly brown red hair. She had hazel eyes. I have hazel eyes. So I'm kind of, what did my sister used to say, the milkman's kid. I'm one of those children, so hazel eyes. All right. Do you like scary movies or happy endings? It depends what mood I'm in. Normally, I will always be down for a scary movie, apocalyptic endings, just nobody's happy. I like to say it's because I appreciate my own life. Because if I'm not being possessed by a demon, or if I'm not, you know, dying in some cataclysmic event, I'm doing okay. So that's what I tell everybody, I swear. People think I'm crazy, which is not far off from the truth. But I mean, like, legit, I'd be happy if a zombie apocalypse happened crazy, which I would not be, because, fun fact, zombies are literally like the only horror movie that terrifies me to my bones. Because, I mean, they're basically just people who got sick and, you know, then went crazy. That can happen. So, yeah, I can normally be down for a scary movie, but sometimes I am just in a chick flick, I gotta have some sappiness mood. So then, and only then, do I like happy ending movies. But in general, if a movie is like portrayed to me as a romance or a funny rom-com and it ends with them just being like, sayonara, it was fun hanging out with you tonight, we totally connected on every personal and spiritual level, but never see you again, those movies piss me off. Those movies anger me because I've just invested so much time into this movie and you guys are telling me that they're just gonna like let each other go away and pass each other by. I get that that's how it is in like real life, but I don't watch movies for real life. If I want that, I'll watch Big Brother or Survivor or, you know, some other scripted reality show that tries to show me what real life is, okay? Okay. I could just rant forever about how some movies have ended. There have been some movies. Yeah, we don't want to talk about those. We don't want to talk about those movies because I'll start freaking out. All right. I'm going to pause right here and go let my doggos in because it is super hot outside and I know they want to play, but they need to come in. All right, I'm back. I do have a better light system that I use in my living room, which is where I'll be doing most of the paint with me videos, but for right now, I'm at my dining room table because I started this DP at my dining room table, and I don't know, I just don't feel like moving it. I do have another diamond painting coming today from Amazon, as well as I have some diamond paintings coming from Wish. I don't have any coming from AliExpress yet. I have looked on there. I have yet to look on Etsy for anything. Sorry, my big dog literally just gulps his water, and if I pause this video, how many times Gus wanted to drink, we just wouldn't have a video. But anyway, yeah, I have some diamond paintings coming, but this is the one I'm working on right now. I will work on multiple diamond paintings. I am one of those people who works on multiple whips, so just bear with me on the lighting. I'm probably even going to replace these light bulbs with a brighter hue because this is a warm tone light bulb, and while it's comforting for having in the house, I also use this room, this area, as my office. Me and my fiance run a couple businesses. And this is the base area where we can spread out with like our paperwork and our computer. So it'd probably be good anyway to have brighter light bulbs to keep us more alert and aware of what we're doing. So yeah. All right, next question. I already answered the pets question. Hobbies. So I have a ridiculous amount of hobbies for some people. For me, I feel like it's not enough. So I started out crocheting when I was 19. I'll be 28 in like 8 days. Yeah, but I started out crocheting. It helped with my anxiety, especially if I had something to do with my hands. I was just able to like take that pent up anxiety and kind of put it into something that was of use, like afghans or clothing or stuffed animals, things like that. So for a really long time, I was just obsessed with crochet, with yarn. I mean, that was all of my crafting world. Now, I've always been crafty. My mom would put me in a bunch of crafting classes when I was younger, just because like I've always had this like pent up energy to make stuff. So I've always been really crafty, but I would say like my first love was crochet. And then, you know, of course with crocheting, everyone wants to try and dabble in knitting. I have a love-hate relationship with knitting. I, on and off throughout the years, work on it. I will sometimes go months of knitting and then months of not knitting because I dropped 12 or 50 stitches and I'm just like, screw this, I'm done. I'll make this big decoration and then a couple of months later I'll pick it back up. So I have a love-hate relationship with knitting. I'm a very like, I always want to learn. So I'm a very like curious person. So I always saw people like talk about making their own yarn and excuse me, making their own yarn and something called spinning, and I was like, what in the world? I could never do that. That's just way too difficult. And then let me see if you guys are still seeing what I'm doing. Nope, I need to pull y'all back. Sorry guys, this is my first time filming a paint with me video, so please bear with me. Yeah, so I finally did look into spinning and fell in love with it. So I also spin my own fiber as well as I process it, which means I like wash the wool from the sheep and I'll card it or comb it. Some videos about all of these things, except probably crochet and knitting, will be on my channel. I don't necessarily think I'd be good or enjoy creating a crochet knitting video. There's just so many amazing resources out there for people who want to learn crocheting and knitting online that I definitely don't feel I would do that craft justice. So yeah, you'll mostly see spinning, processing, diamond painting. Another hobby I have is cross stitch. I've dabbled on and off with cross stitch for a while, but it might sound silly. Just recently I've learned or I've challenged myself to learn how to do counted cross stitch. So suffice to say, once I not mastered it, but once I figured that out, I was in love with it. So let's move you guys out a little bit. Yeah, So suffice to say, I was in love with it. So I actually have a really cool, very large project I'm gonna be filming with you guys. So we'll also have some stitch with me videos, spin with me videos. That's kind of why my name is Spasmodic Arts. I'm just spastic, and that's not a bad thing. I jump from one craft to the other because I don't think my crafting soul will ever be satiated by just one craft. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for my hobbies. But I promise you, if I get any more, y'all will be the first to know. Not my fiance. My fiance will be the second to know, because I'll tell you guys I'm thinking about it, and then I'll drag him along with me to get the supplies. So he's really supportive about all of this though. So I actually got him to try diamond painting because I'm in a diamond painting Facebook group. I'm in 2 of them, and I kept seeing he's always down to try like hobbies, and he just looked at this and he saw like the tiny squares. He saw the tiny squares, and he's like, nope, I could never do this. So he's always down to try hobbies, but he looked at this and he gave this one look and he was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do this. But last night I put him down in front of this one down here in the black, and I was like, give it a try, and he sat here for 20 minutes. It was so funny. I actually filmed him because I was trying to get him to leave my spot and give me back my diamond paint. So he actually ordered one off Amazon too. So we kind of craft together. We might do a joint paint with me, but I don't know about that. I'll have to ask him. So yeah, that's my hobby deal. Just making sure we're still recording. I'm not sure. I've never recorded such a long video, so I want to make sure my phone's handling it well. Alright. One of these was, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to be just more successful at the things I'm already doing. I want to be successful at juggling a family and a business and being a pet mom. And I want to be a successful YouTuber. I've tried starting my own channels before. I actually have a booktube channel, if you guys don't know what that is. I can leave it in the comments, or I can leave it in the description box or comments below if you guys want to see that. But I guess I should say hobbies. Books. I love books. One of my jobs involves books. I'm actually planning on building my own bookshelf, which I'm going to take you guys along with, because I just adore books, and we do not have enough shelves or enough money to buy enough shelves to house all the books I have or will continue to acquire. So yeah, but anyway, where was my thought process? Oh yeah, I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've started a couple channels, but they've never been crafting channels. I don't know, I've just always been so self-conscious about my crafting. And I've always been so self-conscious about jumping around from craft to craft to craft. I thought people would think, you know, I didn't know what the freak I wanted to do. But yeah, as you can see from the title of my channel now, I don't care. I embrace the fact that I am very fluid with my crafting. So I think just what I want to be when I grow up, or what I just want to continue to work on, is being better at juggling. And I think that juggling life, if you would have talked to me when I was in kindergarten, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I have all my animals because I worked in the rescuing field for many, many, many years. About 15. Started out when I couldn't even drive, had people drop me off at shelters. But I couldn't do it full time. It's not within my being to be able to help sick and injured dogs full time. It saps me of my energy. It really affects me a lot. And I need to leave that to people who can do that full time as a job and somehow process what they see on a daily basis. I burnt myself out from rescuing. I'll probably go back into it one day, but for right now, I needed a break. It's really rough and it's really hard to watch. I mean, I don't want to get on a soapbox, but just watch what some people, or just what nature or laws or life can do to animals. So, yeah. I would have been a veterinarian, but no. I also would have been a lawyer because I love arguing and I'm really good at it, but I realize I have to be better at other stuff like writing and following rules and not talking back to people and being put in contempt of court, which heck no. I cannot censor myself, nor do I want to. Well, I think that's a problem, but yeah. So, all right. That was a fun question because it makes you think about where you wanted to be and what you're doing now. I like that. How tall am I? I ask from my sticky note. I am 5'10". Very tall. So obviously I had to fall in love with someone taller than me. Not really, but I did, thankfully. My fiance is 6 feet and I'm 5'10". And I love wearing heels and yoga pants because, like, I hate dressing up, but I love my heels. So, helps to have someone a little bit taller than me so I can put on some heels and still be eye level with them. So yeah, that's that. Favorite drink? Coffee all the way. You see my coffee? This is my fiance's mug. I cannot tip that anymore or I will spill this all over my diamond painting. It's Fallout mug. To go with my favorite drink, I also have a kind of like, what do I collect? I collect coffee mugs. So does my fiance. We drink out of coffee mugs. Also, I'm gonna stop saying fiance. I'm just gonna say Cody. I don't say fiance this much, and it kind of annoys me. So, Cody and I collect coffee mugs. We drink out of coffee mugs. We don't have regular mugs in the house. So, maybe I'll take you guys on a mug tour one day. But just like kitschy, cute, themed mugs. We're all about that life. So, yep. Also another favorite drink I have, I love sparkling apple cider. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic, I don't care. Just get in my belly. I don't discriminate against apple cider. Whatever it is, I want it. And holidays are coming up and I'm just so excited. Apple cider is going to be everywhere. We're going to have a fire, even though it's freaking the South. We're going to have a fire. I'm going to crank up the AC and we're going to drink some apple cider. So, yeah. All right. Am I an introvert or an extrovert? I am an introvert with an extrovert's mouth. find myself hilarious. I'm not even kidding, guys. You're gonna hear me laugh at most of my own jokes. Yeah. I love being at home, but I want to talk to everybody. I want everybody to be in my home. I want everybody to cozy up with me on the couch with a mug of coffee and, you know, a blanket, and we'll just talk. But don't make me leave my house for it. And then also get out when I want you to leave. Oops. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Get out when I want you to leave, but otherwise, if you want to hang out with me, put on your PJs, grab some coffee, let's watch a horror movie, and yeah, we're good. So I have done all the bees within this vicinity, and I'm kind of going from, I started this diamond painting because this sheet is just like one piece. I'm doing it from like lower bottom right corner to lower left corner and back and forth. So I'm at this height over here. So I think I'm just gonna work with these lower right angle colors. So I'm gonna put those away. Oh goodness. I'm gonna be really mad at myself if I just did that. There's a slight possibility that I have just been using the wrong beads. Oh, this is real life, y'all. I think I have been. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna freak out. Give me a second. See, this is my first time talking and diamond painting. Okay. What I'm gonna do, because I'm trying not to cry. I worked from over here, from over here to over here with the incorrect paintings. And this is all like shading. So I think what I'm gonna do is well, first of all, let me make sure that I was working with the wrong color. You know what, maybe I haven't been, and maybe I just totally freaked out for no reason. Let me check, because I'm supposed to be working with 741 for bees. And those, yeah, those colors look alike. Okay, maybe I just had the 740 bag laying out. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. I just panicked for no reason. Which you'll see I do a lot. I'm not even gonna edit this out, guys. This is real life. This is me struggling when I craft with anxiety, so. But okay, so what I was gonna do, and tell me if this would have seemed just completely bonkers, but I was just gonna take this section of B, which was 741, and I was just gonna switch it. This section I was gonna make the B color, and this section I was gonna make the lower right angle triangle color. So basically just switch the shading. It probably would have looked so bad, but you know, I was panicking, I was thinking, I was trying to get stuff figured out. So, all right. Let's take a deep breath, put this back far away where I can't see it, put that color back, and we're gonna be working with 740 now. Woo, drink a coffee, deep breathe, and just totally move on to another question because I don't even remember where I was. I think I was just hysterically laughing at myself and some really cool joke I probably made. All right, so a couple of these were like super personal questions that I doubt we want to talk about on our first meeting. But like one of them was my relationship with my parents, and I'm like totally fine talking about that. My mother passed away when I was 12, almost 13. And I had a great relationship with her. I have a great relationship with my stepmother. I love her to pieces. She's done so much for me. She's been in my life for a really long time. My father and I get along really, really well. He actually helps run, well, he doesn't help run, but when me and Cody opened 2 businesses, my father actually was kind of guiding us in one of the businesses and showing us how to do it. And when we found another opportunity to grow, we're kind of paying back the favor. But anyway, on and off our relationship has been close and not so close, and we butt heads, but it's really because we're just so much alike, I think. So yeah, I have a really good relationship with them. It's funny, we live maybe 10 minutes from them, 10-15 minutes. And when I had lived in apartments, and then when I had moved into an apartment with Cody, we never really left like the vicinity of my parents. Just for different reasons, not that we were trying to stay in the vicinity, but I mean, like it was meant to be. We were all meant to stay in the same area. So yeah, I have a really good relationship with them. It was my dad's birthday a couple days ago, and I went out with him yesterday, and we went shopping for some things, and I gave him his gifts. I got him a customized mug with his dog's face on it, and I got him some payday candies, which he absolutely adores. He always has. So those were really hard to find, by the way. I guess not a lot of people like paydays, and if you don't know what they are, they're like caramel or like nougaty candy bars with just like regular salted peanuts around them. So yeah, that's what those were. So yeah, we had a really nice time, and I really enjoyed spending time with him and hanging out. So yeah, get along great with my parents, but I also get along with my parents like anybody gets along with their parents. So sometimes if I come on here and I'm cursing them out, just relax. Love my parents, they're amazing, but they're also humans who aggravate the H-E-double hockey sticks out of me. And I don't know why I'm spelling curse words. I'll probably slip up and curse a ton in these videos. I guess I'm just minding my P's and Q's right now. Alright, am I right-handed or left-handed? I am right-handed. When I was younger, I wanted to be ambidextrous so bad. Then I got in trouble with my teachers for trying to write with my left hand. Because, I mean, I swear, writing with my left hand looks like some alien language. I don't think it even counts as, like, a language. I think it just looks like an alien with tentacles tried real, real hard to write our language. So, yeah, I'm right-handed. Wish I was one of those super talented people who could do both, but I can't. I can barely do anything with my left hand. That's why it's down here in my lap and not holding my tray. I need to get one of those bead mats. I've seen them on Stitcherista's channel, and I've heard preschool teacher and addicted to diamond painting talk about them, so I definitely need to try those out. Alright, what are my bad habits? No one wants to tell their bad habits. Talk a lot. Talk a lot. I craft a lot, and I neglect my part of the housework. I spend a lot of money on crafts. I mean, that's probably, I would have to say, if we're trying to generalize it, because I think everybody has more than like one bad habit, and none of them are horrible habits. So I'm just gonna pick one of the equal semi-bad habits. I will spend money on crafts before I will spend money on food for myself. I mean, I'll somehow find food, probably go to my parents' house, but I'll spend money on crafts. I mean, crafts are like breathing for me. They provide me something that I just can't get anywhere else. And, so yeah, that's probably a bad habit. Comment your really personal bad habit down below. No, I'm kidding. No, that's my bad habit. I really think that probably is the worst I have. Unless you count just leaving dirty clothes everywhere. And, oh, I know a bad habit. I use so many cups. I use a cup for coffee. I use a cup for water. I use a cup for second water. I use a cup for decaf coffee. But at the end of the day, I have 6 or 7 cups of coffee just sitting next to whatever end table I'm near. And I would definitely say my family probably thinks that is my worst habit ever. So there you go. A crafty bad habit and just a regular bad habit. If I could live anywhere, where would I live? I really like where I live right now. I live in Texas. And I guess I can answer where were you born in this question as well. I was born in Houston, Texas. I have grown up in the same 5-mile radius my whole life. I've been born and raised in this area. I love it here. I love the culture. I love that I live in the suburbs, but I can also drive 20 minutes south or 10 minutes or 30 minutes north, west, east, whatever, and I'm just immersed in this amazing city culture with our museums and our zoos. I've just been exposed to all different kinds of culture and people and traditions, religions. I mean, in my opinion, and it is my definitely biased opinion, I was born here, this is one of the most amazing places to live. Now, let's talk about this freaking weather though. And I do want to say fucking weather. Let's talk about this fucking weather. Oh my God. This has been the hottest summer. I mean, I probably say that about every summer, but this summer has been just so hot, guys. So we normally, because Houston is sort of by the Gulf Coast, we'll get a lot of, I'm sorry, I just keep checking to make sure my camera is still recording. Yeah. We get a lot of, what's it called? A lot of, summer storms. That's what I'm looking for. Summer storms. We've had like none of those. My garden is dead. My lawn is dead. I'm dead. I mean, it's been so flippin' hot. And last year we actually had snow for the first time in like, I want to say 12 or 13 years. It snowed like a considerable amount to where my deck was covered in snow. And it was so nice, but we're paying for it with like just the worst freaking summer ever. So I guess that's a caveat to living here. So if I had to live anywhere, I would just want it to be cold. I love the rain. So of course my mind goes towards like the Pacific Northwest. I don't think I have the guts or the balls to live in a different country unless I was raised in that country, just because I know that I'm not brave enough to immerse myself in a culture and deal with like culture shock. I mean, for a small time period, sure, but I couldn't just say, hey, I want to go and move and live in France or Germany or Switzerland, because I mean, I'm being real. I don't think I could handle the culture shock, and I don't think that over time I would be okay with just stumbling and fumbling through getting kind of used to it. So my stepmom's from a different country, and I know after 14 years she's still learning, and yeah, I just don't think I'm brave enough for that. So my mind normally always goes to like the Pacific Northwest, but you know, they have their drawbacks too. So I mean, I don't really think I wish to live anywhere but here. But I mean, I'm just pleading to the Texas weather gods to please, dear God, give us less hot summers. I mean, I know that's not even gonna happen. It's not a possibility. It's gonna get worse, but one can always dream. All right. What's the furthest from home I've been? I have visited Ohio. If you guys aren't from like the United States, Texas is in like the southern, especially the area of Texas I'm in. I'm in one of the most southern states. Southeast in Florida, you're also really, really south in direction. But Ohio's real far up north, couple states up north, or like a couple states in between Texas and the north. And I've gone to Ohio twice, and I've flown twice up there, but I've driven back once. So it's probably the farthest I've been, and it took me till I was 24 or 5 to do that. I definitely want to travel more, even out of country. But yeah, Ohio. Ohio's the farthest I've been from home. Let's see. Zodiac, what's my zodiac sign, and do I believe in like astrology and stuff? I'm guessing it's asking. I'm a Virgo. I have like none of the Virgo traits. And if I believe in it, astrology to some people is a science, and I mean, I think it's possible. I think a lot of people do exhibit their like signs, traits, but I also do know that, I mean, I can call myself a Virgo, but I mean, it's so much more complex than that, because it also deals with where I was born, when I was born, what time I was born, what was happening in the astrological signs that weren't my own when I was born. I mean, it's a science in and of itself, like a metaphysical science. So, I mean, sure, I think if someone had all that information and like put it in a computer, it'd probably look something like my personality and attitude and disposition. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have enough information. So I'm someone who believes 50% yes, 50% no in everything until I'm proven one way or the other. Most things. Some things I have strong opinions on. Let's not talk about aliens, okay? Because then I will definitely be seen as crazy, because you guys can't see my tinfoil hat. Alright, that's weird. This area has like almost no stickiness to it. Oh, that's a little annoying. But hopefully I'll just put some drills around it. Okay. And that's all the not scripted, but that's all like the conversational prompts I printed out. If there's something you guys didn't learn from me that you want to know more about, please let me know. Please leave a comment. Like this video, dislike this video, subscribe, don't subscribe. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, but definitely like it or dislike it. I want to know if the conversation we had was what you guys want, or if you want me to just completely go off script and just tell y'all about my day, or my week. and things like that. But yeah, after this video goes up, before this video goes up, I should have a wool processing video, so you guys will get to see a little bit more of some other hobbies I have. And then after this video goes up, I should have another diamond painting tutorial, and then I'm also going to be releasing my video for like my really large cross stitch project. So yeah, I am going to finish up like the couple of beads in my tray right here, and I will talk to you guys in my next paint with me, stitch with me, cross with me, spin with me, whatever with me video. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye.